Hello guys and welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Deacon aka Edikoko aka Queen of DIYs, and today I have another exciting video for you guys, and it's one that you've always been asking for on this channel, your soap for the face. So here I am finally with a DIY. So please, if you're not subscribed to the channel, definitely make sure that you are subscribed. So a lot of people argue that black soap is drying to the skin. It doesn't have to be the case, hence why we have carefully selected some very good moisturizing ingredients for this soap paste. And also a lot of people argue that soaps don't really do much for your skin in terms of brightening and lightening. That is totally a myth. The soap that you use on your skin creates a foundation with its ingredient for other skincare products to work on your skin. So definitely do not ignore the properties of a good soap. So yeah, let's jump right into making this adorable black soap paste. So first, let's go over the list of ingredients we would need for this. And we'll be needing our black soap base, and I'm using the Ghana black soap. It usually comes in a brown wrap like this, and I prefer to use this rather than the Nigerian one because I find that it's smoother. Also shea butter, we would need shea butter in this mix, and also oatmeal. I'm sure everybody's familiar with oatmeal, and also organic rice flour for its skin brightening properties. And also we'll be needing rose water as well as vegetable glycerin and honey. Also we'll need palm oil in this mix, and turmeric as well in this mix. Also we'll need some water, distilled water, carrot seed oil, and I prefer to use this because of its skin brightening properties. Notice our choice of ingredients as skin brightening. Okay, so we'll also need a chopping board. So first I am going to take out the amount of black soap base that I would like to use, and for this one I'm going to use about 300 grams of black soap base. I'm just going to take that. I'm really eyeballing it here, so I'll just cut it into two and use one part. So I'm just chopping that up. So next I'm going to take the black soap, the part that I'm going to use, cut it into tinier bits, into little chunks. This step is really important. If not, you're going to be sorry for yourself. You need to cut it into smaller chunks to make it easier to work with. So that's what I am doing first. And guys, please make sure that the equipment or the tools that you use to make your soap is nothing that you use in your kitchen regularly. So please make sure you have like your special tools for making your DIY stuff, because it's not really safe to mix up your kitchen, your regular cooking tools with your DIY tools. So please keep that in mind when you are working. So yeah, I'm just chopping that up into tinier chunks. Like I said, it is really important that you do, because you're going to have to melt the soap so you can work with it. If not, it's going to be very hard to work with. So please do cut it into tinier chunks, as small as possible. Sometimes you can use your hands to like break them into shreds, but that's harder to do, so just use the knife. So yeah, now I'm just measuring out all my ingredients and making sure that everything is ready. The measurements will definitely be in the description box, so check that out. So now in a fresh bowl and spatula, I'm going to turn my black soap into the bowl I'm going to be working with. So this is important. It's important to have space in the bowl you're going to be working with. So I'm adding my my oatmeal into the mix. Bear in mind, I did not show that part, but bear in mind that I had warmed my soap up a little bit in the microwave. You can use the double boiler method or a crock pot if you have, but yeah, definitely make sure to warm your soap up. I've added the rice flour, and now I'm adding the carrot powder into my mix, and also turmeric into my mix. So now, as you can see, because I have warmed my soap up a bit, it is easier to work with. You can see how it is sort of cooperating with the spatula, though it's a silicone spatula. So yeah, I'm just adding the shea butter. I had also melted that up as well. So like I said, you can use the double boiler method, which is you can put this over hot water so that the heat from the hot water will melt it up and make it easier for you to work with. So melting it makes the mix a little softer to work with. So now I'm just adding my vegetable glycerin. Next I'm adding my rose water, and now I'm adding my carrot seed oil. And after that, I would be adding my honey. It is important to add honey because honey is a humectant that helps to moisturize the skin, and black soap can be really drying, hence why I'm adding all these humectants like glycerin and also rose water as well as honey. So please bear that in mind. People complain that black soap is drying on the skin, but it doesn't have to be if you add the right ingredients. So I'm just mixing that up thoroughly and properly. It gets tricky to work with. Bear in mind that making black soap can get messy. So now I'm just adding water, and also I had warmed up the water. It's important that you warm up these liquid ingredients if possible, just so they don't make the your mix tighten up. If it's cold water, it might affect your mix and make it tighten up a bit. So I'm just adding more water. I sort of eyeball it to make sure that it is the consistency that I want. So I'm just gonna keep mixing that up thoroughly to make sure that everything mixes up together and combines properly. So I added a bit more water, and I'm still um, turning it with the spatula. It gets hard as time goes on and it gets messy, so I'm gonna have to use my hand at that point, which is what I'm doing here. So I'm just making sure to mix everything properly with my hands. Don't be afraid to do this as long as you're putting on a glove. But if you're not putting on a glove, please, I will not advise you to do that stuff because it can get stuck in your fingers and it can just really get messy with your hands. So please use a glove, and it's more hygienic to work with a glove when making your DIY. So please bear in mind. So I added a bit more water to loosen things up. As you can see, it is important to mix your soap properly because that is what makes the difference between a soap that somebody just did in a rush and one that someone took time to make with love. So yeah, it is possible, it is necessary, I mean, to mix thoroughly if you want it to be supple and nice to use. So once I'm done mixing with my hands and I feel like everything has combined, I go back with the spatula to make sure that everything is smooth and round and together, as you can see here. As you can see, it's now in a paste form, and I'm just mixing to make sure that everything is okay. So now I'm going to transfer my mix into a storage jar. So you can use a mason jar like I'm using here, or any jar of choice that you would rather have your products in. So yeah, this is the final product. And voila, we have our soap mix. This soap is rich, as you can see, in humectants and skin brightening properties. So it is a soft and supple soap to use on the skin. The highlight is that you have to keep the soap for at least 3 days before use for it to cure properly. What that means is that the ingredient mixes up and gets into the soap, so you can use on your skin and reap the benefits of all the ingredients. So yeah, that is our soap mix. Almost looks very edible. So now moving on to the application, how to use this soap. So first I'm going to take my soap paste and I am going to take a little bit out of it. I was trying to show you guys how supple this soap is. It's so soft and I don't know, just really jelly because of how carefully we made it. So yeah, I'm just gonna wet my face. It is important that you dampen your face a little bit so the soap can have what to lather with. So I'm just gonna put a little, just take a little and put on my face, and I'm gonna rub it in circular motion. It's important to do this because you're trying to make sure that your skin reaps all the benefits of this beautiful soap. So yeah, just rub that in your face and do a little dance if you feel like it. So yeah, after I do that, I'm going to wait for 5 minutes for the soap to infuse all its good properties into my skin, and then I'm going to rinse off. You can stay for longer, you can stay up to 10 minutes if you want, depending on the tolerance of your skin. So yeah, definitely. Also, I'm going to be dropping some other useful DIYs on this channel. Remember that my channel is filled with a wealth of knowledge, so make sure that you subscribe and definitely stay tuned for other videos. So yeah, I'm just gonna clean my face and get ready to use other follow-up products on my skin. So that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching, staying with me and subscribing to my channel. I would definitely see you in my other videos, other recipes for good facial soaps. The lightning ones are coming up, so please subscribe and stay tuned for that.